Britain, Sarah, a day after the Connecticut Department of Consumer Protection and the FDA recalled the cookies in question, the two companies involved are exchanging blame. Cookies United says that Stu Leonard's knew about the recipe change for months, but Stu's says otherwise.
You know, we're all just very, very sad about this whole thing, and you know, I want to assure you that the food you buy at Stu Leonard's is safe.
These are the cookies being recalled from Stu Leonard's stores after the FDA says someone from New York died from an allergic reaction after eating the cookie at a social gathering here in Connecticut.
We have a very rigorous process that we use as far as labeling. We take labels very seriously, especially peanuts.
The popular grocery chain says these Manila Florentine cookies were sold only at their locations in Danbury and Newington from November 6th to New Year's Eve. On the label Stu Leonard's release, the ingredients make no mention that the cookies contain peanuts.
It was a holiday cookie. It was a one-shot deal. We bought it from an outside supplier, and unfortunately, the supplier changed the recipe and started going from soy nuts to peanuts, and our chief safety officer here at Stu Leonard's was never notified.
But the Long Island-based bakery says that's not true and that Stu Leonard's was notified months before about the recipe change. Cookies United told Fox 61 in July of last year they emailed 11 different Stu Leonard's employees alerting them that their Florentine cookies will now have peanuts. They also sent Fox 61 product labels showing the changed ingredients. Jonathan Capiello has a severe medical condition where he relies on nutrition labels to stay safe. He says this incident shocked him.
Being a loyal shopper at Stu Leonard's, it kind of is one of those things where you kind of have an aha moment and you're not really sure. You're like, whoa, like this can happen anywhere.
Capiello says he hopes the companies can take accountability to ensure this doesn't happen again.
For me, as a consumer who relies on the accuracy of nutrition labels, I think if either company, whoever it may be, took accountability and said, hey, we made a mistake, it was a fatal flaw, and kind of took ownership and kind of saw a solution, and really acknowledged the mistake, but also a solution to move forward. It was such a tragic, unfortunate thing that happened, and my heart goes out to the family.
Now, it's important to note that Stu Leonard's sold the cookies under their brand, not as Cookies United. That means they printed out their own ingredient labels. We reached out to Stu Leonard's and asked them about their labeling process, but they referred us to a video statement from their president, Stu Leonard Jr. Both companies say their hearts are with the customer who died, and they're cooperating with investigators. Live in studio, Jake Garcia, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.